Oh, yeah, hello. So, welcome to my video. My, Mr. Bean creepypasta, right here. So, just a quick message before I start. Viewer discretion is advised. You know, it's not exactly, child-friendly. It might leave you with nightmares for a good few weeks. Also, sorry for not posting in a while. Running this channel by myself is it's not the easiest job. Some guy's been posting shorts on this channel. I don't know who he is. I think I've been hacked. Some like Japanese dude. I don't know. Just posting some rubbish. um. Anyway. Oh. So yeah, I was kicked out of the channel for a bit. You know, I was locked out because we exposed a certain Hillary Clinton, and the government didn't like that. I'm going to mention it again here. I'm putting myself at risk here, mentioning this again. I might get locked out of the channel again. But Hillary Clinton is actually 3 midgets in a trench coat. Alright, more people need to know. Because it should just be common knowledge. It's just something... whatever. So, yes, today I'm here to read you a little creepypasta about Mr. Bean. This is real, by the way. This is canon. Let me get this started. So, open scene. All right, Mr. Bean. He sat in bed. Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean, and he's got Teddy, Bean, Teddy, Bean and Teddy. I just do the voice just to, you know, so you feel like you're there. And he gets up, gets out of bed, and he walks into the kitchen with Teddy, and there's a baked bean. It's just sat on a chair, and it's just a baked bean. It doesn't have like a face, right? It's just a baked bean, just out the tin, just sort of covered in a bit of sauce, maybe like Heinz. I don't know. And Mr. Bean's like, bean, baked bean. And the bean, it rolls over, and it looks at Bean. It doesn't have a face, but Mr. Bean, he knows he's being looked at by this this baked bean, and Mr. Bean goes, "Oh, Teddy, there's a bean on my chair," and Teddy just like looks at him, gone out. He's like, it's a fucking baked bean, mate. And so he goes over to this baked bean, and he picks it up, and all of a sudden he gets transported to the Bean universe, the baked bean universe, not the Mr. Bean universe. That's just silly. That'd be stupid. And he goes, "Oh, Teddy, where am I?" But Teddy's not there. Teddy didn't touch the bean as well, so Teddy wasn't transported. So Mr. Bean he's in this world, just full of baked beans, Heinz beans, whatever, Aldi beans, all the beans, right? They have to be baked beans though, in tomato sauce, that type of bean. And he's walking around, and he's like, "Oh, whatever will I do?" He doesn't say that because like, Mr. Bean doesn't really speak, but like that's what he's thinking. And he's there for a bit, and he gets a bit hungry, so he's like, he thinks, oh, I'll eat some beans. So he eats some beans, right? And he's like, he starts to feel a bit sick. He starts to feel a bit nauseous, you know. And all of a sudden, his skin starts turning sort of like bean coloured, you know. And he starts vomiting everywhere. Beans and beans don't stop coming out. More beans than he ate. He's just generating beans out of his body. And then he starts shrinking, and he starts losing his arms and legs. And all he can say is bean, bean, bean. And every time he says bean, he shrinks and shrinks, and gets smaller and smaller, and he starts excreting bean sauce out of his skin. He shrinks and shrinks until he turns into a Heinz baked bean. And he can't say bean anymore. He can't say a word. And then, but he can. He doesn't have eyes or a face. He is just a bean, but he can still see. He knows what's going on around him. And all of a sudden, a man pulls up out of a portal. And Bean thinks, "Oh, I'm saved! I'm saved!" That's what he thinks. He didn't say that because he doesn't have a mouth or a face because he's a baked bean. And he thinks he's saved, but this man, he's got a big backpack on with a bunch of empty tins, empty Heinz baked bean tins, and he comes around and he's scooping him up, scooping the beans up, right, and filling these tins. And Mr. Bean realises, oh, this is Heinz Bean Maker. And it's where all the Heinz beans are from. You know, you never hear about the Heinz Beans factories. This is where they're from, the Bean universe. So Mr. Bean, he's stressing and stressing, and the man, he finally he comes and scoops Mr. Bean up with along with a bunch of other beans, and he's sat in this Heinz Beans tin for it must be about like a week, 2 weeks, and basically when he escapes this tin, it's when someone's bought the tin, you know, and they want to eat some beans. They open the tin, and he's at his funeral. It's for the buffet for his funeral, right? For the wake, you know, you have the buffet, right? And he looks up and he's like, everyone's crying. They're like, "Oh, our Bean, he's missing. He's gone missing. He must be dead," because obviously it's funeral. They all think he's dead because he's gone missing for 2 weeks. It's a bit short of time, but they assume he's dead. So yeah, they only have beans at this wake. By the way, they just love beans. Just like beans. I don't know why. I didn't write this. Some guy wrote this creepypasta, and he sat there, and they all come up. They're eating the beans, and then all of a sudden he sees Teddy walk up. And he tries screaming, but he's got no mouth. He tries screaming, "Teddy, Teddy!" But Teddy can't hear him. Teddy scoops up these beans onto his plate, and Teddy eats him. And yeah, that is the end of Mr. Bean. So the moral of the story is, don't put all your eggs in one basket, or don't put all your beans in one basket, I might say. So I think there is a deeper meaning that I might be missing as well, but that is what I've took away from this story. I'd credit the author, but I don't know his name. Maybe like what's his name? I don't know his name. He's just some guy. But yeah, There's loads more Mr. Bean creepypastas where that came from, but if you guys aren't fans of that, then I'll I'll just fuck off, do some other shit. But if you like it, I'll carry on with these Mr. Bean creepypastas. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I can try and whip up a sequel to this one if you like. It is a true story. You know, the sequel wouldn't be true to life, but this one here, this did happen, I'm afraid. And ow, and it is a tragedy because Mr. Bean, he's loved out all over the world, really. Everyone knows Bean. Bean, and it's just a bit sad, honestly. So yeah, like and subscribe, and drop a little comment. It's not easy running this channel by myself, you know. I would, you know what? I'm taking applications for people to help run this account. I'd like an editor, I'd like a manager, and I'd like a social media person to post clips, if that would be okay. I'll pay in beans. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, I hope, in a bit.